Continuous increase of rainfall across the country over the last few months has seen rivers and lakes swell up, with Rift Valley lakes most affected. The lakes showing no signs of returning to what they used to be before, and the residents around the Lake Turkana and counting their losses. As our Kemboi reports, the rising water levels have seen stakeholders issue warnings to those residing along the riverine areas, especially in Turkana County.
It is from the now unbroken sea of blue, in which such clouds have ruffled in ripples over the last few months, releasing rain enough to dig deep puddles for children to splash in. But it wasn't just rain or water. It was torrents that tore down homes, carrying away whatever hopes they had to move forward with their lives.
Unaona hiyo nyumba ile iko katikati ya maji, hiyo ni kwangu. Sasa vile maji imeingia hapo, mamba iko hapo. Hakuna vile tu nitasabomoa hiyo nyumbani nikuje huku.
Linet Lopeyo is among residents of Naturai area who set up base here, well, temporarily, before the waters of the swelling Lake Turkana sweep away everything again.
Hiyo alikuwa tu kuanja na nyasi ya mbuzi. Hiyo barabara alikuwa kienda pande huko ngambo lo na mukse, lo korangi pre, lo ngesh. Lakini pile maji imekuja, imekatika hii imekula.
Hata kitu ya kukula tumekosa kwa sababu ile kitu yenye tulikuwa nayo huko imeisha.
And just a few kilometers from here is Kalokol area. But to fully understand the magnitude of the swelling Rift Valley Lake, we used the boat to scout what used to be Impreza village, an already destroyed community water point, an overturned portable toilet and wrecked boats. That hut, coupled up with personal belongings strewn across the waters of Lake Turkana, is part of the evidence of what used to be Impreza village here in Kalopol, Turkana County. According to the residents that were affected, the water levels rose too fast before they could do anything. And despite that occurrence, there are those residents who choose to remain behind. All in all, their lives are still at risk as days go by.
Chile ndio hii CD imekuliwa na maji. Kuna manyumba hapa 95 ilikuwa nafanya wakati wa census. Wote iko pale.
Inaweza maliza hata mwezi mmoja. Bila maji haije kufikia. Yaani inasonga tu polepole, inakula mchanga kama hivi. Najua haipitangi juu ya mchanga. Ama uko kwa nyumba yako sasa hivi sio? Imekufikia. Imefika hapo kando yako. Unaona tu nyumba yako ndani imekuwa mbichi. Unahamisha hiyo nyumba hapo. Napeleka tani pale pengine mali imekauka.
Based on an assessment report conducted by the Turkana County government in the month of September across 4 wards of Kerio, Kangatotha, Kalokol and Lake Zone regarding the losses arising from the Lake Turkana flooding, 31,320 people were affected. 3 deaths resulting from crocodile attacks were registered. Additionally, 7 resorts or campsites, 7 schools and 6 health facilities were destroyed. 2 water facilities were submerged, with 7 access roads with 300-kilometer access being cut off.
The situation there is a bit complex and changing on a daily basis.
The biggest worry for the county, however, is informed by the rising water levels at the Turkwel Dam in West Pokot County. Following alerts issued by the Water Resource Authority and the Kenya Red Cross Society of the possible impacts of floods to communities living downstream.
The discharge from Lake Turkwel Dam feeds into Lake Turkana. And with these volumes of water coming in, we expect to see the continuous expansion of Lake Turkana to be able to accommodate all these volumes.
The heavy rainfall experienced in the surrounding catchment areas has seen the water levels at the dam rise to 1,148.2 meters above sea level, just 2 meters shy of hitting the 1,150 meters mark before it spills over. The Kerio Valley Development Authority indicating that the spill could happen around the 15th of December if there are continuous rains. But if at all it spills,
the amount of water that will go to the river is about 17 cubic per minute. And the one that are going through the tunnel for hydro production is about 34. So we expect about 50 cubic down the river after the spill. And that one is not adequate actually to cause much flooding. And we don't expect any havoc or any disaster to happen.
And while that is totally dependent on nature, which owes no human any explanation, responsible stakeholders are still opting for precautionary measures.
We have a mindset challenge of working on the principle of seeing is believing. But that mindset and that school of thought cannot stop us and other agencies who have the responsibility to ensure that we pass the right message.
For now, the health hazard posed by the usage of this brown waters by the residents for drinking, bathing and excreting still looms, nature dictating people's lives, pressuring everyone involved to act before it takes its course. Raquel Muigai, Citizen TV, Turkana.